Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome back to the Lexi Diaries. If you've been here before, hi, I'm Lexi. I will be your host today, and I'm so happy to be back with y'all. I know I wasn't able to record last week, and I'm so sorry for that. I know some of my friends that are on Facebook and my other socials that I didn't really post an announcement on. I know some of y'all were curious where my podcast was for this week, and I'm deeply sorry that I did not, get it out there a little more that, hey, I wasn't able to record last week, and I am so deeply sorry for that. If you are a regular listener, I am so deeply sorry that I was not able to record last week. It was honestly just a hectic weekend, and by the time I actually got a chance to sit down, I was not able to record anything that I felt like was efficient or worth posting, and I never want to record a podcast that I wouldn't want to listen to. So therefore, I was just like, you know what, maybe this week it's a rest week. Because I don't necessarily need to do this, but I enjoy doing this, and my only goal in this, like I've said multiple times, is to help y'all feel a little less alone in this world, because that's really all I hope to do, is feel a little less alone in this world. So I hope to help you feel the same. And just last week, I wasn't able to produce, okay? So this week, I'm ready, guys, okay? I didn't have the greatest day at work, so I'm not going to lie. I didn't plan on recording this when I got home. I wanted to rot in my bed and just cry the rest of my day away, but, life's what you make it. And I'm not going to let the beginning of my day ruin the end of it. So you know what? We're sitting down, we're recording this because I have missed y'all so freaking much, and I'm so happy to be back. And I'm really excited for this episode. This is actually the episode I was supposed to post last week, which, again, unfortunately, that was not able to happen. But guess what? We're getting to it, okay? And that's what this week is. So the topic this week is called Things I've Learned. Or I'm going to title it Hard Pill to Swallow. I'm not really sure which one yet. I haven't decided. We'll see which one you end up seeing on the Spotify, Apple, whatever you stream on. But anyway, the basis of this, the description of what this episode is going to be, is basically just things I've learned in my 21 years on this earth, or just things that I feel like are common knowledge, but at the same time, aren't necessarily, it did take me all these 21 years to finally come to a realization that some of these things are true. And then others, might be common sense, but we'll get into it. I'm going to have 5 points today, so I hope y'all enjoy. Sit back, relax, and yeah, let's get into it. So, the first one we're going to talk about today is you are the only one responsible for your happiness. And what I mean by that is, today, for example, I didn't have the greatest day at work. If I'm honest, it had a lot to do with the customers at my work. That's honestly one of the most difficult yet joyful parts of my job. It's one or the other, okay? Either the customer makes my day or they break it. And today they broke me, okay? And like I said, I wanted to come home and just cry and lay in my bed. But I chose, you know what? I want to do that. I really do. But what good is that for me? To stay in this negative mindset because of how someone else made me feel when they don't even know me. I'm a good person, and I don't deserve to be treated the way that these people are treating me. So why am I going to let this negative energy that they've given me control the rest of my day? You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I mean by you are the only one responsible for your happiness. Just life comes in waves, okay? We're going to have ups and downs, and that's just how it is. But we get to choose how to deal with those ups and downs and how to handle our day-to-day activities with those things. Okay, for example, for me, bad day at work, like I just said, it was my choice to come home and do this instead of laying and rotting in bed. And then another example is, it's nobody's job to actually get you out of bed to go to work in the morning. It's your choice to do that. You don't have to get up and go to bed, or if you're in school, you don't technically have to get up and go to school. It's your own responsibility to do that for yourself. Same as picking your career, same as picking your spouse. You are responsible for creating your perfect life you want. And if something's not serving that, then get rid of that shit, okay? I've said that multiple times, lose that shit, because you're the one that's responsible for it. Nobody can push those negative things out of your life to have you focus on the better things, I guess, and the good things in our life and the things we should be grateful for. It's your job to acknowledge those things over the things that are maybe more negative in your day. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, because trust me, I know there's things that we go through that I know personally. I have things that I have gone through that a soul will never know about. Even my little sister will never know about. And I believe we all have skeletons in our closet that not everyone's going to end up knowing about, at least one thing that not everyone's going to know that either affects you and the person you are today, or maybe it does affect your day-to-day activities. But it's your responsibility to not let that weigh you, I guess, in a way, and hold you back from creating the greatest life you can for yourself. And yeah, I feel like I missed a lot of my points. I have so many points for this that I wanted to say, but I get to talking sometimes, and when I try to read my notes, like, I get distracted, so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, it's your responsibility, guys. Nobody can bring you happiness. It's simply your job to make yourself happy, as much as it sucks, because trust me, some days I don't want to be happy. I literally, I just wake up and choose freaking violence, but it's my job to get me out of that situation. I promise you, nobody else is going to be able to get me out of it. Even my little sister, if she sees I'm having a bad day, she's not going to try to get me out of it, because she knows damn good and well it's my own job to do that for myself. And I feel as if that's just kind of how it is in general. Of course, these are all my opinions. You're allowed to have your own. I'm only 21 years old. In reality, what do I know? Okay? But anyway, we're going to move on from that a little bit. The next one. Y'all have definitely heard me say this before. I think I actually talked about it in my tattoo episode. I don't know. I've talked about it in an episode. Maybe it was the one with my grandma. But basically, the point I have is, don't trade your authenticity for approval. So I actually have this tattooed down my spine because it's a quote that my grandma wanted me to live by. And when I asked her, a quote that she wanted me to live by, I was going to get it for a tattoo, and this is what she chose. And I'm honestly so happy she did, because I didn't realize when I got this how much I would need this in my life, or how much I'd be like, oh shit, this actually does resonate with me. Not gonna lie to you, when I first got this tattoo, I simply just got it because, one, it was cute, and two, it's what my grandma had said. It's what my grandma had chose. She could have chose anything, and I would have gotten it tattooed down my spine. But she chose this, thankfully. And basically what don't trade your authenticity for approval is I have a whole people-pleasing episode about this, guys. Don't change who you are for anyone else. Ever, okay? It goes back a lot to that episode, so you definitely should go listen to that. I'm not going to touch on it too much, just so I'm not repeating myself too much. But the people in your life are going to love you for you, not who you pretend to be, not who you want to be. They're going to love you for you, okay? So if you're consistently morphing yourself into different people depending on who you're hanging out with, the other people in your life might not necessarily want to be around you, because you're a completely different person around a completely different group of people. And I mean, I get it. We're all different behind closed doors than we are in public, but you should be comfortable enough in yourself and in your wants and your needs and who you are and in your morals, and just, you should be comfortable enough in yourself in general to know who you are and never go against that for someone else or for other people, to get a job promotion, to be loved by a man or a woman, whichever you love who you love, I'm all for that. But just, you should never feel like you need to be someone else to be loved, because whoever is accepting you when you're not being you to be loved by that person, they don't love you, okay? They love the person you're pretending to be, but they probably don't love you for you, okay? Because I know I struggled a lot with this in my first relationship especially, and in high school a lot when I was having friends and stuff. High school, for example, with friends, I would listen to music that I necessarily wouldn't listen to my own. I would have a whole playlist that I would listen to by myself, but if I was with friends, they wouldn't even know the artist that I listened to. Actually, what's funny about this is actually a lot of people that I went to high school with did not know that I was a Taylor Swift fan until recently, because again, I was consistently changing myself for other people and approval, and she wasn't liked by many people, so I wasn't very open and honest about my love for this woman. But now I don't give a fuck. I've developed enough, thank God, to the point where I don't give a shit what people think about me. I mean, I still have my days, don't get me wrong, we're human, we're gonna have our days, but thank God I'm not as needy for approval, that I'm able to express myself the way I want to and love the things I want to wholeheartedly. And the people in my life that are in my life now compared to then bring me so much joy and fulfillment and happiness simply because I can be me in front of them. I don't have to feel like I'm being too much or being too loud or being too sad or being too emotional. Like, they fully understand me and love me for me, and I couldn't be happier with that, honestly. Like, those are my true friends. Those are truly the people that love me and want to be around me and enjoy my company. And I don't know, I would never go back. And especially, like I was talking about with my relationship, like, I wasn't very expressive just in general about things I liked. I simply did things they liked. I didn't care to go and, like, guys, I just recently bought a guitar at the beginning of this year. If you would have asked me, like, years ago when I was in high school and in a relationship, if I'd ever actually pick up a guitar and learn, I would literally laugh at you, because the thought of that is like, no, I can't do that. Like, you have to do that when you're young. But, like, that's not true, okay? Like, I'm getting way off topic. Wow, I'm getting so off topic. My basis of this point is, let me get back to my notes. Change, okay, a friend, boyfriend, family who doesn't accept you for you does not deserve you, because change is inevitable, okay? Your body's going to change. Your style's going to change. Your likes and your dislikes are going to change, okay? But you are consistent, okay? You're the only consistent thing in your life, if we're honest, okay? Nothing's forever, but you're stuck with yourself forever, at least till we're all off this earth and go wherever the hell you believe we go, okay? Just, you need to love yourself enough to find out truly what it is that you love, and love your body that is getting you so far in life. I know I struggled a lot with, like, body confidence and just being confident in myself in general, and, like, not insecure because of what social media feeds me all the time, and, like, what I think I should look like or what I think I should be doing. Just, you need to love your body and the person you've grown into, because, guys, we're not going to be the size we were when we were 15 or 13, okay? We're not supposed to. We're supposed to grow and evolve. But your body has gotten you so far. Please love it and appreciate it, nourish it, feed it good. Just appreciate your body, guys. It has done so much for you in this life. Love your crazy sense of style that makes you you, okay? I don't feel like I have the most feminine style. I've talked about this before. I don't feel like I have the most feminine style sometimes, but dressing cool is what makes me happy. Like, layering stuff and just coming up with a cute, cool outfit that, like, might catch someone's eye and they either could hate it or love it. But, like, I dress for me. I don't dress for other people. I dress for me and what makes me happy. Because also, I was literally talking about this yesterday. If you don't like what you're wearing, you're not gonna feel good when you go out. You're not gonna have a good time when you go out, because the whole time you're gonna be hating what the fuck you're wearing and not feeling happy with what you're wearing. Getting off topic again. But anyway, what you want in this life, go for it, okay? And don't ever allow anyone to stray you away from it because it fits their standard. Fit your own standard for what you want in your life. I need to move on before I ramble more. Do you see why I said I should make that part short, though? Because I could talk about this for ages, and I just need to shut up sometimes, and I wish I had someone here to tell me to, but I don't. It's my own responsibility to stop myself. So I'm stopping myself, okay? Number 3. This one's a hard pill to swallow, okay? Because, and controversial, first off, but just because, guys, I think it's true, but again, this could be very opinionated. But in my opinion, time does not fix everything. It is what you choose to do with it, okay? I'm not saying time doesn't fix. Well, no, I am saying time doesn't fix everything. Time can fix things, okay? I do truly believe that. But it does not fix everything, okay? It's what you choose to do with that time. Dwelling on things is a big one, especially, like, say, relationship-wise, wondering what you could have done differently, or, like, pondering on conversations you could have had, or, like, daydreaming about, again, what should have been. Just, if you're spending your time after a breakup, or say after you stopped talking to someone, and you're spending that time thinking about all the things you could have said to them, or, like, you know, maybe we'll get together in the future, and, like, low-key holding on to that shred of hope, you're not gonna heal, babe. You're not going to get past it. That person's going to stay in your mind and in your heart, which, I mean, they're probably still going to stay there anyway. God, I hate talking about this, but I know personally, I'll always have love for my ex in a way. I loved him and I cared for him and I love him as a person. I wish nothing but the best for them. But I will say, at the beginning when me and him had gone our separate ways, the whole time all I was pondering about was, how are we going to get back together? Could I get back together with him in the future? If I do this, he won't want me. Oh God, that sounds so bad. But like, not talking to certain people because I didn't want him to find out about it possibly somehow, even though he wouldn't have, and like him maybe not want me, and like just consistently pondering on the what ifs and just wondering why, and like, when am I going to get over this? It's going to take time, okay? But in that time, if you choose to keep pondering on these things, you're never going to get past it, babe. I promise, because I have learned this firsthand, okay? If I'm honest, I can't tell you when me and my ex broke up, because I pondered on that relationship for so long after and held on to so much hope that we would end up back together afterwards, that I can't even give you like a rough estimate of when we ended, because I kept holding on to that hope for so fucking long. Which is okay, but like, I wasn't healing. I truly was not healing. Like, I was still thinking about this man forever later when I shouldn't have, but it's the simple fact that I didn't give myself a chance to actually heal from the situation. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Could be very, very possible. But even with old wounds from friendships and family, I can't tell you what can fix those things. Time possibly could, but I think it's a lot to do with forgiveness, whether it's for yourself or that other person. You don't have to forget, okay? I know I don't, but I feel like forgiveness is a big part in this, especially yourself too. Like, I feel like it's, at least personally for me, I don't have a hard time forgiving people. I mean, don't get me wrong, depends on the situation, obviously, but like, compared to myself, I'm hard as hell on myself. Like, someone could do something and I could forgive them, and then say I go do the same thing, I'll never forgive myself. Why? I don't know. It's just how I am. But just, oh God, I'm getting off topic again. But anyway, time does not fix everything, okay? It's what you choose to do with it. I don't even know how to build on that anymore, so we're going to move on before I get to rambling again, okay? Let's keep in mind, too, it's my first episode back. I have not recorded in a minute, so this could be so freaking messy, and if it is, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you if you've gotten this far. I love you, and I hope I still have some good information I can give y'all. But the next one's honestly one of my favorites, okay, because this is something that it took me a very long time to accept was okay. But that is to feel your feelings, okay? It is okay to cry. This is a big thing for guys, too. I don't know. Well, no, I know why. Like, I feel like for guys growing up, you know, like, especially, like, from dad figures, they're like, oh, you need to be a man. You need to toughen up. Like, you know, they're not... Men and boys, you know, men, boys, whatever, they're pushed away from crying and feeling their emotions and showing quote unquote weakness. Crying is not you being weak, okay? You're allowed to freaking cry. If something hurts you, cry. If that's what you need. If you don't need it, I mean, don't cry. But like, you're allowed to. Don't ever feel shitty or feel like you're being dramatic for feeling the way you feel about a situation, okay? It's okay to be excited about the things you're excited about. This is what I was talking about like just a second ago with Taylor Swift. Like, I'm very open and like, I'm low-key like a geek about her sometimes, but it's okay because like the people around me love and accept me for that. And like, I would never want to like lower who I am and again go back to the person I was in high school to fit everyone else's bubble so that I'm accepted. Like, no, if I love something, you're gonna know I love it. And if I don't like something, you're gonna know I don't like it. Okay? And it's okay to explain to your friends and spouse if they hurt you, regardless of how silly you may feel for feeling the way you feel. I know I struggle so much with this one, especially when it comes to friendships, since I'm not necessarily in a relationship at the moment. I feel silly sometimes for telling my friends when they hurt my feelings, because I'm like, that shouldn't have hurt my feelings, but I have a right to feel how I feel, just like you have a right to feel how you feel. And if that's something you need to communicate to your spouse or friend, that they had hurt your feelings, then communicate that, okay? Because you deserve, again, to feel how you feel. Anger, frustration, sadness, everything is valid, okay? Your perspective on a situation is valid, okay? However, it's how you choose to react to the situation that will speak on you. I will say that, okay? I will definitely say that, because I have fallen short of this a lot of times and acted out in emotions. We'll talk about that a whole other episode, but just say that you are feeling angry, like someone upset you and you're feeling angry. It's your choice to either yell back at that person who's yelling at you. Like, say someone's yelling at you. You have the choice to either yell back at that person and respond in anger. Maybe that's not exactly what you're feeling, but you have the choice to respond in anger. You know, you have that right. Or you could absorb their words, their hateful words that they probably just said to you, and maybe take a second to come up with a more rational response. Or just say, you know what? Get well, babe. Get well. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this, and I don't know if I'm doing a great job, but just you get to choose how to react to a situation. And again, your feelings are 100% valid in however you choose to react to that. But I know personally me, like, I'll get very upset or mad, and it'll overcome me sometimes to where I become a complete cunt. And wow, that was a bad word. I'm sorry, that one was aggressive. But I'll get like mad to where like I'm, again, a complete bitch, okay? And I won't even want to be around myself. I don't like the person I am when I do that. So, like, I have to stop myself sometimes and be like, Lexi, you're going into that deep, dark place. Take a breath so you don't shut down or freak out on this person when you don't need to. I hate that my brain just went to freak out. Hey, oh. Okay, guys, I'm delusional right now. But anyway, where was I at? Okay, but as far as joy, excitement, whatever it is, be your crazy self. Love the things you love wholeheartedly, okay? Just feel your feelings, okay? Because they're valid. They're 100% valid. And if you don't feel those feelings, they will end up coming back and driving you insane. Because I know, like, especially, like, when it comes to crying, we'll use a breakup, for example. If you try not to cry after, say you want to cry, you got broken up with, you broke up with someone, all you want to do is cry, but you don't allow yourself because you think that's quote unquote weak, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. I freaking promise you. It always comes up in one way or another. It either will come up back in sadness and you'll end up crying 10 times more than you thought you were even capable of because you've been holding it back for so long, or it'll come out in a completely different emotion. Like you'll be a bitch, pissy, mad, frustrated, irritable, any emotion, adjective you can think of. Like, it could come out in a different way than you necessarily mean to, because you're building all of these feelings up in you when you simply just need to express them and feel them, because it's okay, it's fine, it's okay. And this took me a long time to accept, because I'm a crybaby, okay? I cry a lot, and I realized that that's not a bad thing to do. As much as I don't enjoy to cry as much as I do, and I've gotten a lot better. You can ask my sister, okay? I don't cry as much as I used to. I don't know why, honestly. But in the past year, I haven't done it as much, but I was a crier for the longest time. And, like, I always, again, thought I was weak for it. But, like, in all reality, no, okay? You're allowed to feel how you want to feel. Don't ever let anyone make your feelings feel invalid, okay? Because, like, even if you're tired, say, this one's actually a really good example. Oh, in my opinion, of course. But say that my sister comes into work and she's like, oh, I'm so tired. I only got 3 hours of sleep. I'm like, oh, me too. I'm so tired. I only got 6. If she were to be like, oh, you got 6 hours of sleep. You shouldn't be tired. You got 3 more hours of sleep than me. I'd be pissed. And that's just a rude way to respond to someone also. But like, you see what I mean? Like, just because she got less sleep doesn't mean I didn't not sleep good because I got more sleep than her. Like, my feelings are valid just as hers are. Okay? That's my last example. And now I'm moving on because I'm noticing we're getting really close to the 30-minute mark. Okay, so... Oh, last point anyway. Okay, last but not least, and this is my favorite point of them all, okay? This is the most important point, in my opinion, okay? And that is, have fun, okay? It sounds freaking stupid, but have fun, okay? Don't take everything so seriously. This life, yes, it might seem very serious sometimes, okay? I get it. I'm stressed about freaking 5 out of my 7 days of my week. I'm stressed about something. Okay, I get it. Life is scary, life is stressful, and I'm not saying it's not. But just don't take it so seriously, okay? We're all just trying to figure it out, and I've said that so many times. Live in the moment, okay? Because you only get to live this life once, so please just live in the moment and appreciate and enjoy everything around you, and just be grateful for all you have in this life, okay? We aren't promised tomorrow. As much as it sucks, and again, hard pill to swallow, we are not promised tomorrow. So you have to make the most of every single day you have on this earth. And it's a walk, not a run, okay? This life is not a freaking competition. And I wish it would stop being broadcasted as if it were, because it just makes it so much harder for the people that are simply just trying to go by day to day. I'm here to tell you that it's not that serious. It is a walk, not a run. If you feel like you're behind, you're not. Okay? You're not at all. You're not even halfway there. Okay? You're getting there. Okay? Just cuz it might take you a little longer than someone else does not mean you're not making progress. Okay? I love you so much. So much. You are worth so much. And I hope you were able to get something out of this episode. I know I had so much fun recording it for y'all. I'm sorry I rambled so much, but I think that's just kind of the vibe coming back from a 2-week break, basically. And just being a mess the past week in general. But I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope to see you next week. And of course, let me know what y'all would like to hear coming up in future episodes. And yeah. I love y'all so much, and have a beautiful rest of your week. And I believe next week when I talk to y'all, am I right? That would suck if I'm wrong. Hold on. Yeah, it'll be freaking May when I talk to y'all next week. May 1st. So make the most out of this last week of April, okay? I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.